But do you think like obviously he's in, as we were saying, he's in great form, but do you actually think Brennan, like, long term is going to be our right winger for like years to come? Do you actually think he's like of that standard? He's still young, obviously, and he's like obviously last season got 15 goal contributions, was okay, but a lot of people had complaints about him, inconsistent form, not contributing enough. Obviously this season he's flying at the moment, but people still look at him and think, is he the guy? Do you think he's the guy?
He hasn't got any competition, bro. That's what I've been trying to tell you lot, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like, for me, if I'm honest, at the start of the season, if you said, would Brennan Johnson be my starting right winger? I'd say no. He's a great impact sub. He's young and he can start other games. Like he could play, he could come off the bench, or he could start like in the Europa League, or like, do you know what I mean? Or against other teams. Like he wouldn't be my main guy to start, innit? Do you know what I mean? Because the one thing about him is when he comes off the bench, he can cause problems, and he's got the attributes to cause problems regardless of what form he's in when he comes off the bench. Do you know what I'm saying? But him starting for us, I'd be a fool to sit here, look at what he's done and say, oh, you know what? Like, obviously, if you said to me right now, we could sign another right winger in January, I say yes, 100%, regardless of what Johnson's doing. But you'd look at what Johnson's doing and see the caliber of winger that you're looking to sign. But for me, we should always have top quality in it. Like, we can't have we don't want the drop-off to be that much. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. Why can't we have top players in each position? Why can't we do that? Do you know what I mean? You look at the teams around us, or the teams that we want to aspire to be like, that are winning things, and they've all got top quality in each of these positions. Do you know what I mean? So why can't we do it? Why do we have to have a top player and then a kid? Why?
I guess the question is, could Brennan be that top player, or is he just not good enough, or is he just not good enough right now, or will he never be good enough?
You look at Brennan, and even in his bad moments, last season, people say, he didn't really have too much of a good season, but he still ended up with 15 goal contributions. So whether he plays bad or plays good, he actually always does make an impact, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. And how many? Well, he played quite a bit, didn't he?
Yeah,
played a lot.
He was playing week in, week out, whether it be off the bench or whether it be starting. He was playing every game.
So 15 goal contributions. What was that in the Premier League?
Yeah, I think he finished like in the top 5 for assists in the whole Premier League, I think, because he got 10 assists.
So like Premier League, so 38 games, 15 goal contributions.
Yeah, for a first season as a 21-year-old.
Yeah.
And it wasn't 38 because he came late and he got injured straight away, didn't he?
We signed on deadline day,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That ain't a bad season. I didn't say that was a bad season, though. What are we doing?
I'm just saying, like, a lot of people, as much as he's in great form, do we really believe that Brennan could, like, hit the heights of a Saka or a Salah, or in terms of that kind of goal contribution?
Brennan Johnson will never be Mohamed Salah. Let's just get it out there right now.
Well, Salah wasn't Salah at his age.
Agreed, but I don't think Brennan Johnson could be a Salah either.
Bro,
let me tell you this. I'm saying, how good can Brennan be, do we think?
Bro, he's had one season, and he's got that 15. Let's look at what he does this season before we start talking about this, bro. Because remember, it was only a few weeks ago. You get me?
I'm not saying he's as good.
That's exactly what you're saying.
I'm asking, this guy's 23.
Man
where do you think his ceiling is?
Salah.
That's the benchmark. Is that not the benchmark? Is that not the benchmark we're comparing him to?
Well, these are the very best in the game.
These are the guys we're competing with, are they not? So we think Brennan's 23. Obviously, I think he's older than Saka probably, but Salah at 23, I think was at Basel, wasn't he? Like, I'm not saying he's as good as these guys at all. I'm saying, how good do we think he is? How high is his ceiling, do we think?
I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see, aren't we? Because 15 goal contributions, brilliant in your first year. If he can get 20, 25 this season, that's an unbelievable season. He just needs to keep improving and show consistency. And it's not just about the goal contributions. He needs to show impact in games, game after game after game. Because I've seen it too many times where he gets a goal contribution, but actually what he does in the game is little next to nothing. So recently, in these last 6 games, he's been having goal contributions and been impacting in the game. So he needs to be carrying on in this Rich Raven form.
But that's what I'm saying, innit? Obviously, we're seeing the goals pile up for him, and we're actually not even thinking about, you get me, what happens in general, blood. Because I'm telling you, fam, we need consistency. And the one thing why people are raving about him is not because he's scoring, it's because he's being consistent in these games. And he's being a threat for us. Do you know what I mean? Whether he's scoring, he's conceding, like he's popping up. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, Brighton, he could have had more than one goal. Get me? Against Man United, maybe even he could have had more than one goal. But the difference is he's actually taken the chances, in it. Do you know what I mean? And the confidence. You're not seeing that goal when he took it on his left foot and then he scored that. He ain't doing that a couple of weeks ago. You know what I mean? He's not doing that. Right? I almost thought it was FIFA. I thought I was dreaming when I saw him do that. Do you know what I mean?
X, I want to talk to you about Romero. You alluded to it a bit about him being on bad form, being, you know, a few of the goals that we've conceded this year being down to him. Do you feel like his mind is elsewhere? There's been a few rumors about Real Madrid and all this kind of stuff. Whenever he goes to Argentina, he puts in top performances. He's supposed to be the vice captain. I
told you, man, blood. Like for Argentina, he's Rio Ferdinand. For us, he's Anton Ferdinand, blood. I'm telling you. Nah. No, don't get me wrong. I don't want to disrespect him because he's a top quality centre back, innit? Yeah, but I don't understand about these players. Like even Lo Celso, bruv. When he puts on that Argentina shirt, them man are warriors, brother. We pay them more than Argentina pays them, blood. We may not pay for their flights, yeah, but what's man talking about? Do you know them way there? Like, come on, bro. You're on like 100 or 200, whatever money he's on, innit, yeah? You get me, fam? He ain't getting that bread from Argentina. Don't get me wrong. I know you got a World Cup and that, blood. You get me, fam? You ain't got nothing there.
And two Copa Americas as well.
Two Copa Americas as well, blood. I mean, I do know, innit? You get me, fam? Silverware, Tina and all of that, fam. But I'm telling you, yeah, like, yo, like, I'm not you want to be rude, but we're feeding your family, bro. Tottenham Hotspur, not me. Tottenham Hotspur. We're feeding the kids, blood. Do you know them way there, bro? Like, we need more from him, blood. Like, the way
are we the problem or is he the problem?
Do you know what it is, yeah? I'm thinking, does he maybe switch off for Argentina, but he's got people around him that'll be like, hey, cutie, like, because you know them man are aggressive, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe, but for us, he's the leader in it, sort of. He's the one that needs to be slapping people and be like, yo, wake up. Do you know what I mean? Because who else is going to do it other than Vicario?
Yeah, but I just don't think it's right. I don't think he's shown those leadership abilities at Spurs. And why is he vice captain at Tottenham? Why is James Maddison vice captain to him? Like Maddison, he walks through the door straight away, part of the leadership group. I think it's all wrong. Like, for me, you look at the players that we have with leadership ability, I think Dejan Kulusevski should be there, Bentancur potentially should be there, and obviously Sonny. I don't understand what Romero has done, apart from what he's done on the international stage. What has he done to show that he should be in this leadership group?
He shows some sort of form of aggression, you know, them way there.
Is that it? Is that what you have to do to be a leader, to show aggression?
Yeah, maybe you see him shouting on the pitch. Like, when you actually look at our team, though, innit, yeah? When you actually look at our team, who do you see? The only one I see shouting is Vicario, blood. Am I wrong?
Vicario, yeah, I forgot about him. He should definitely be in the leadership group, 100%.
Vicario's the only one that I see shouting and complaining and trying to do any sort of thing. Porro don't shout at players. He's more of to the crowd. You get me? He's like Shawn Michaels, blood. You get me? He's a showstopper. That's what it is. But I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Like, you get me? When you look at like past captains and what it meant to be a captain, like when you look at the Roy Keanes, like the Vieiras, blood, you know them way there, fam. Like, you look at, you get me? It's just changed in football, I believe.
Yeah.
Do you know what
100%,
I mean?
100%.
I believe it's just changed in football, man. But if you're saying, oh, what has Romero done? I don't know, man. I think it's more for the player, like the fact that he's won something and all of these things. I don't know who chose that. Who chose it? Wasn't it the players?
Yeah, but you're looking for leaders, and I disagree with Ben. I think you're looking at leaders in the team, and you're thinking who could be a leader. I think Romero could definitely be that. You could say, what has he done? But you look at in terms of people winning experience, people know how to be part of successful teams. People have been here for a few years. He's a leader at the back. He does it for Argentina. So when you're looking at that, Andrew's probably thinking he could be a leader for us. He could be part of that leadership group. Now, whether since he's become that, he's shown it or not, you can argue it. But when they've decided that at that point to pick one of the vice captains, I can absolutely understand why they went for Romero.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But you can't have a player in the leadership group where when things are going well, he's unbelievable, on the ball ability, shows it every single time. But when things are not going well, he goes missing more times than not. And it pisses me off because he's supposed to be the one that are grabbing these players by the scruff of the neck. And when the chips are down, he's not the one to stand up for the team. He's the first one to go missing.
Brother, you're right. I swear down, Betty. No, you didn't nail it on the head. That's the thing. When we're winning, it's all well and good, yeah. But you see the moment that goal, like I saw it against Arsenal. You see when that goal went in, he was at fault, blood, yeah. And his head dropped, and he's looking around at everyone like it's their fault, bruv. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, did you see it, bro? I know it was the other side of the stadium because man's in the south stand, didn't it? Yeah. But when I looked at the highlights, yeah, and the goal, and I actually saw what happened, that little push in his back, yeah. And then Gabriel got the header, and then Romero's just like he did something to like he's blaming other people, and his head just dropped straight away. There was no, oh, come, let's get the ball, let's, you know what I mean? Brother, we ain't really got that. Do you know what I mean? And like, as much as like man talking about Vicario and like Vicario's vocal, this, that, and the other, at the same time, Vicario sometimes he's way too emotional, blood. Like he shouts for something for no reason. Like who was it that you were shouting at? And then man was just like, yo, calm down, man. Like, calm down. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes you need that. Do you know what I mean? But for me, when I look through the squad, obviously I don't know the players as people per se, but when I look at them, there's not really many that, like, there's not many top candidates for me that I would say, oh yeah, captain. And like Romero, I wasn't surprised when Romero was brought into that fold. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't surprised. I just wasn't. Do you know what I mean?
But we're a young team, aren't we? Is it something that like comes with time, you know, those leadership abilities, or is it just something you got or you don't? Like, is it something that you see it and it's there or it's not, or is it something you can learn and develop?
Brother, you know what it is? Like sometimes players, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes players, like you see leaders being built on the pitch, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? And like for me, I reckon we just need time, innit? For me, I reckon as much as we have a captain, the whole team just needs to rally together. That's what it is, innit? Because they're a young squad. Do you get me? You don't have to listen to one man. And if you're going to listen to one man, make it be Ange, innit? Do you know what I mean? But the captain has got to be reinforcing what the manager pretty much wants, blood. Do you know what I mean, fam? Because obviously the manager can't go in the field and tell them, but the captain's got to be reinforcing certain things, innit? Do you know what I mean? So for me, it doesn't really matter who it is. They just need to do the job. Like Son's our captain. Do you know what I mean? And he's our captain because he's one of our longest serving players. Do you know what I mean? And at the same time, like, I don't know, it just felt right, innit? Like making him the captain. Like when
he leads by example, Sonny.
Yeah,
Sonny leads by example.
100%, man. And you like literally on and off the field, like you even see like his life's about football, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And winning a trophy at Tottenham for him will mean everything. Do you know what I'm saying? So Son being a captain and winning a trophy would mean everything to man as well. So like him being captain as well is also a good look, blood. I'm not gonna lie, fam. So yeah, but we just need one ASAP. I can't lie.
Would you drop Romero for next game?
Yeah, I would. And you know why I say that? Because I would have dropped him a week. Like I would have dropped. He wouldn't even have played the Brighton game for me. Do you know what I mean? He wouldn't have even played the Brighton game for me. Like even when we played him in the Europa League, that was shocking, fam. He looked like he didn't want to be there. Do you know what I mean? He looked like he didn't want to be there. He was like, "Who's this?" I thought it was Fenerbahce, blood. Who are these scrubs? Fenerbahce, blood. Get me out of here. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, Dragusin was suspended, so we had to play him. But would I drop Romero for the next game? Obviously, it's harsh because I've had time to sit on it. But Dragusin's a good player, man. Like, come on, we can't have quality on the bench like that. He's not going to improve.
He got sent off against Karabakh, didn't he? He didn't have a good game against Coventry.
He was also,
You know what? Yeah, but see, the thing is with Dragusin, yeah, we're saying he didn't have, yeah. The Karabakh one, that was spread. That man got sent off so early. Yeah, man can't even say he never had a good game. And what's the other one? Coventry,
yeah, where everyone played shit, but he was also part of that.
Yeah. You know what? I think the way we play as well, that high line, bro, it's not for him, bro. I'm not saying he can't adapt, but Dragusin needs to be playing more for him to get used to that high line, innit? Because it's always the high line that him, wasn't it? Who was it? Was it Newcastle? Was he playing in Newcastle? Yeah, blood. He kept them on side, didn't it? Obviously, I'm not blaming him. Because that one ball from Joe Linton was illegal. We should never, like, that is what annoys man about the high line, innit? See that one ball by Joe Linton, it was playground stuff, innit? But Dragusin, I'm assuming he should have been pushed up. Like, I'm assuming that's what they were planning. Do you get me? If not, it was just terrible defending by all of them, innit? But yeah, I don't know, bruv. You lot, I'm saying I'd start Dragusin, and you lot just bringing up all his mistakes, blood. But what about Romero, bro? What about Romero, bro?
But X, if you're going to give Dragusin a go, you can't just put him in for one game and that's it. You need to give him an extended run in the team because you can't expect him just to come in one game here, one game there and start performing. Exactly. He needs that run, doesn't he?
He definitely needs that run. Do you know what I mean? And he's probably fuming that he didn't go to Bayern Munich now when he's looking at the amount of bench that he's been. Honestly, bro. The amount of time he spends on the bench, brother, he should have the biggest chest in North London, fam. Like, I can't believe it, bro. That guy's always on the bench. Do you know what I mean? And like, he has quality performances for his nation, but again, their way of defending and our way of defending are two different things, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So I think Dragusin needs time. Like, he needs to be able to play. Like, he needs to play in our team, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's difficult when you like Romero. Yeah, I would drop Romero, but at the same time, you drop Romero one game, Dragusin plays well, and Romero's on that bench. You know, blood. Trust me, Real Deal, blood, La Decima, he's gonna be off, bruv. It's Romero or Saliba. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what it is. But he needs to play.
If you get 80 million offer now, or let's say 100 million offer for Romero, are you taking it?
What now?
Yeah.
No.
I've never seen X speechless before.
You know why I'm saying no? Because these man ain't gonna spend the money, blood. I don't want what we're good 100 million for. Like, what
we got Luka Vuskovic. You not heard about Luka Vuskovic? He's the next fucking Maldini.
If you gave me 100 million and told me we had a replacement lined up, then I'll take it. Do you know what I mean? If and how much is that replacement going to be? It can't be the whole 100 million. It has to be 50 max.
Yeah.
You get
50 million on a centre back and another 50 million on a right winger.
Yeah, blood. That's what I'd like. Because we need to bring in some additions to this squad still. I'm not even gonna lie. But you guys think that our squad's good enough to win trophies on all fronts, yeah? Well, not the Premier League.
Not all fronts. I'm not going to win the quadruple, but look,
I'm not saying we're going to win all of them, but I'm saying you think we got a chance to win the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and the Europa League.
Why not? I think so.
You think there's a chance to win the treble this year?
Not treble.
No.
Do we have a squad capable of winning a trophy?
A trophy. Yeah, I think we do.
I don't see why not. Like, as you say, we don't need that much surgery. You need a right winger, maybe a defensive midfielder, and a backup left back. Like, can you win a trophy without those things? Like, Brennan is on great goal scoring form. I'm loving Solanke.
We need to be lucky to do that, though. To win a trophy with this squad, I think we need to be lucky. Because you look at us every time we come up against a top team.
Brother, we're not lucky. We got City next in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, they're going to play a weekend side, though. They're going to have McAtee and all these youth players. We'll still probably lose.
Everyone needs a bit of luck.
I just don't think you lot remember the team that you support, blood. Oh, yeah, they're going to play a weekend side. Yeah. All right. Watch when Haaland and all of them man show up on the field, bro. Brother, we don't get anything easy. The luck, we got no luck, blood. You know them way there. Pep will say, brother, we've heard Pep say things so many times, yeah. And it just not happen. Do you get me? Like, Pep will big up the worst player on a team, be like, oh, he's got so much quality. The mind games. That's what Pep's on, innit? Do you get me? That is it. Like, I think even Pep said that they were going to play a weekend side in the FA Cup against Man United. And don't get me wrong, they lost anyway. And you get me, the side was weakened, but it wasn't through the players that he put out there. It was just weakened through whatever. Through training.
They were drunk. That's why I was celebrating the league. That's why they were weakened. 100%.
So we're winning something this year, yeah?
We're winning something. I don't know if we will, but I'm
the way you man are talking, we're definitely winning something this year. Our squad's good enough. You know them way there. I'm high. That's what it is. Like, clearly. No, yeah. Our squad's good enough. I'm high. You get me? Everything's going well. You know them way there. Even though like Ange ain't beating a top 6 team. Well, obviously, Man United, yeah, you could count that. That's what I'm saying. We were celebrating that, innit? When's the last time we won away from home, blood? Yeah, we get battered on the road, fam. Like, we do. We get touched on the road, fam. Touch the road. Bavado, fam. That's what happens, innit, yeah? When's the last time we beaten a top whatever team? Our record's actually shocking, you know? If you want to go back to last season, if you want to add up last season's results, yeah, and this season, it ain't great, you know?
If you go, it's interesting you say that, because if you go like 7 games to 7 games, you're right. But if you actually go game to game in terms of like when we played United away last season, United away this season, it's actually not bad.
Oh, you mean game for game for the teams that we've already played?
Yeah.
Brother, less of that. We lost to Newcastle, yeah. You know them way there,
4-0,
yeah.
2-1 this year. A bit of improvement.
We should have beaten Newcastle. That Newcastle game, we should have won.
Brighton, we was 4-2. This year, 3-2. We're getting better. Arsenal last year was 3-0 down at half-time. This one only 1-0. There's a bit of improvement in there.
You know what, yeah? This is why. No. This is true. This is why. Yeah, this is literally why, and I don't even want to say who, yeah, but this is why a man can get away with sending Timo Werner to our squad, yeah, and everything's fine. For things like that, you see you, Sim, yeah, you are unbelievable. No, I'm being dead serious, bro. There ain't a top team in this Premier League that would be happy to have that man in the squad, blood, yeah. But we're here lapping it up, yeah, because, bro, I swear down, we're happy-go-lucky, bro. That's what it is. Happy-go-lucky Hotspurs, blood. That's what it is, fam. Big man ting. I can't believe it, blood. My man's saying, oh, yeah, you're trying to, we held 4 last season. Brother, Newcastle, you know what? Leicester, we should have won that game, yeah? Newcastle, we should have won that game when you look at how we performed, innit? So, as much as I'm upset, it's not alarming. You know them way there? Not alarming, yeah? Arsenal, yeah? We shouldn't have won that game. But
well, you could also say we
shouldn't have
really
lost that game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it could have been a lot worse. But the thing is, Arsenal were toothless, blood. Like, no Rice, no Odegaard. This is where you show that you're a big club. This is where you show, you know what? You can do something. We didn't show that, blood. Yeah? Them, man, you get me limp biscuit, blood. You get me libido, bruv. Done out here, bruv. That's what it was, innit, yeah? And Brighton, unforgivable, bruv. Unforgivable. I'm telling you, bruv. 2-0 up. And do you know what I mean? These are the reasons the word Spursy exists. Because the team just literally goes out and does things like this. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty much what it is. Brighton, unforgivable, bruv. So that we dropped points at Leicester, Newcastle, Arsenal, Brighton, 4 games. We played, how many we played? 7?
7, yeah.
So
Lost
what?
3, won 3.
So we lost 3, won 3, and we drew with Leicester.
Yeah.
That is not great, bruv.
But now we got seven home games in a row, so 6 home games in our next 7. We have to go on a run now.
It's our worst start to the season since 2 points from 8 games, Ramos.
You see? And what happened to him, bruv?
This is far from 2 points from 8 games.
He won a trophy, X. That's what happened to him.
Yeah, what happened the next season, Sim?